Hey guys. I will be making a series of videos that will help introduce new players to War of the Visions. Gradually making each video more advanced, but for now this video is just on the user interface from the main menu. At first, it can be overwhelming, but I will try my best to break it down as much as possible. Our first focus is going to be these 4 options down on the bottom. The Summoning tab will be our first area to explore. Depending on when you see this video, you may see different banners here. Just know that there are many types of banners. Some have pity bars. Others will have step-up banners or select banners. Please do some researching before pulling. Understand that there are limited time units that will come only once in a while. Also, there are 2 types of currency to be aware of. Free Viz or Vizior can be accumulated in many ways in the game. Paid Viz can only be acquired by purchasing it with real money. It is not necessary to spend any money on this game because there are many ways to play and achieve high-level gameplay. In the beginning, you will need to roll on banners to get some units to start some teams. But I don't recommend that you try to collect a lot of units at first, just get a few to start with so that you can utilize your Viz into making them stronger. I will show you what units to consider in a later video. While in the Summon tab, there are a few free things you can do. Near the bottom there is a normal summon daily free pull you can do. This banner won't give you any units, but you can acquire free shards from it. Everything adds up over time. To be successful in this game, it's all about patience and planning. If you complete your daily missions, you will also get summon tickets. You can redeem them here on the rare summon. I personally like to save mine until I get 10 tickets. I feel like I have better luck doing 10 at once. On this banner you can get units and vision cards. It's just another way to play for free, and trust me, it does work. Here's hard proof. I just pulled the Odin VC, one of the most important espers and vision cards to have. Now, let's move on to the shop tab. In this area you can redeem unit or vision card shards with Viz and Gil. This green shop icon is always here. It has a wide mix of shards, tickets and gear. You can find current banner shards in this area. It's completely randomized and it will reset every auto update. You can collect a lot of gear recipes from this shop, and over time, you could utilize the recipes to get +5 equipment. You also have the capability of updating the shop yourself. Just tap the update button, and it will update the shop at random. Depending on what royal rank you are, you can do it for free a number of times before it starts costing Viz to update it. Next on the list is the special shop. This shop is always here as well, but the deals inside may have time limits. It is also where you can spend money to acquire paid Viz and other items like select tickets. Please be wise in this area of the shop. If you accidentally buy something, I don't think there is a way to get a proper refund. I have made a few purchases over the time I have played. If this is available for people, it is very worth it. I don't like to spend money, but the deal this gives you is like no other. The paid Viz this gives you can be put to good use, especially when there is a paid banner that will give you select units or banners for the 2k paid Viz. Here is another one I purchased. It took some time to save for this one, but it's a select ticket that lets you pick any non-limited unit in the game. The other is a select ticket for 600 shards. Moving on to the special daily shop, weekly and monthly. As the name implies, these are shops that reset in those manners. I have only ever purchased the daily NRG pack just to get the daily purchase bonus. Other than that, I have never bought anything else in the 3 years that I have played. Other than the regular and special shop, the rest will depend on when you visit the shop because it will change depending on what collaborations or events are going on. Usually, the latest units and vision cards that are available will have a shop where you can purchase shards from. They will almost always have a paid and free Viz shop available. Always keep an eye out for the daily free purchase. They cost nothing at all. Sometimes, stuff can be bought with Gil. If you are newer to the game, you will want to collect rainbow spheres and rainbow fragments. These can become a bottleneck from further progressing a unit to their max potential. Collect these sparingly. Don't blow your resources trying to get some that cost too much Viz. Some items may look like a good deal, but know this, most weapons and items can be farmed, it just takes time. XP cubes can be helpful for newer players if you want to quick level a unit. I recommend that you always buy the adamantite for Gil when it becomes available. It's a necessary material needed for crafting. Also, with the current banners that are available, there should be a shop that lets you purchase the current shards with Gil. These are usually a daily thing that last for about a week. So if you pull the latest thing, make sure to keep an eye out for these daily purchases. I didn't pull any of these units and don't plan to, but maybe someday I may acquire them. If so, then I will have some shards for them already. It is best to work with what you have and make the best of it. Every element is viable in some way. At the bottom of the shop tab there's an element shop that changes every day. This shop will allow you to get shards of the element that is available for that day. Now for the guild tab. This area will be different depending on the guild you join. Joining a guild could take some time. You will want to join one that is active and helpful. I recommend checking out the Salt Squad Discord. It's a home for WOTV players of all types. Now for the guild page, you can check out other players that are in the same guild. You can send and receive guild gifts as well as chat in game. But also utilize the barracks. This function of the game allows you to accumulate units shards over time. Depending on what level statute your guild has will determine how many slots are available to use. Currently this is the only way to get limited unit shards for units that are currently not in the event they came in. To fuel this bar all you need is to put in provisions. To increase how much the barracks can hold you can simply hit the expand button. This will increase the max amount of provisions it can hold. It will cost Viz to perform an expansion. You don't need to max it out. Increase it as much as you want. The bigger it is the more time you will have before you have to fill it back up. For me, it will take 21 hours before it runs out. You can purchase more provisions with Gil from the buy tab on top. Be careful not to blow all of your Gil here. There are other ways to get provisions, like the metal shop or completing missions. You can see that every unit here has a timer. Once it reaches 0 it will restart and generate 1 shard. You can also manipulate the faith value of a unit. Press the button here to adjust it. This value affects units differently, but that is for another video. Now this unit will lose 1 faith per hour until it reaches the amount I have set. This works in the same way for increasing faith. Here are the guild statutes. This will give bonus stats to everybody in the guild. It's also how you can increase the number of barracks slots open. These can take a long time to level up. It requires everyone to participate to level these up. You can use Gil, Viz, or items to increase the statute level. I don't recommend using Viz. The items can be found in the Mog shop. There is also the guild quest. These can be challenging to a newer player because it is waves of enemies you have to defeat within a number of turns. Once you manage to clear it you can just skip all the quests at once. These quests do give some good rewards. They can only be done once a day per quest. Lastly, you can do mock battles against your guildmates to test your guild battle team here. This is only available for a few hours a day before a guild battle. Once a guild battle is initiated you can only attack the enemy guild. Otherwise you can mock battle as many times as you want while it's available. Now the duel tab. There are 2 options in the first screen. Match battle on the right is mostly used for limited events or friendly fights. As you can see, the class matches is currently closed as of this recording. However, the free and friendly match is always open. Free match will pair you up against anyone also doing free match. Friendly match will give you a code that you can give to someone else to match up with. The other option is arena. This area is where you can climb ranks to try and compete with some top players or just compete with people of the same caliber. You get 5 attempts to battle here. You can replenish these attempts with restore items or Viz. The map will have different battle effects. This makes it so that every week, a new type of gameplay can be expected. Arena is a good way to understand how your team works together and what their strengths and weaknesses are. Defeating enemies will increase your rank. The higher you finish at the end of the week, the better the rewards. Some of the rewards being Viz. You don't have to fight everything, you could selectively pick teams you can beat if you just want to rank up. Or maybe just really challenge yourself by picking fights with difficult teams. Every week there is also bonuses that you can gain. This is where you can see what units and vision cards are on the bonus. Using anything in here will give you more points as you win. This screen will show you what acquired cards or units you have already. The next two are Farplane and Story. The two kinda act together, so I will do a separate video on that. There is a lot to dive into and things I recommend on farming. Thanks for watching.